Hello, wifey. First one in the chat. Hello, Wyoming weather trackers. So yeah, I'm gonna be testing the. Don't put that on. My wife just put the stream on her phone live. So since the audio is coming from the stream, if it goes through my microphone, it will get like a feedback loop. It'll start screeching really bad. So yeah, I'm gonna test the Red Truck DLC. So some people keep saying like Jeep and Ram. I've got no idea what they're going on about. One's just a yellow truck and one's a red truck, and any similarities to other well-known trucks are just completely coincidental. So we've got the yellow truck, which we've seen before. There's red truck, and I think I'll show our first the placeholder pickup. So this is going to form the basis for modding support. So I'll show this off really quickly. This is the world's best vehicle ever in a game. As you can see, it's extremely aerodynamic and highly detailed and easy to control. It's even the driver's point of view. But this is just test and loading in a modding project. I think the lights work as well. Do the lights work? No, they don't. So yeah, that's going to come in a few weeks' time, and there will be modding support available in the game. It's not going to be backwards compatible with the 2023 version. It had to be so. There's so much that needed to be done to support both the DLC and modding that there's no way I can reasonably add 2023 backwards compatibility. But let's show what we actually came here for, which is the red truck. Let's just do a career mode play. It is later than I usually stream. It's about an hour later, so I probably can only do like a 25-30 minute stream tonight. I don't want to give away too much of the DLC, but yeah, let's play top 12% of chasers. Let's keep hunt enabled, difficulty easy. Let's chase with the red truck. So let's just zoom in a bit. One thing I do need to fix. So one thing that is trademark is the crosshair grille. I added some black bars to obscure it a bit and get some Z fighting, so all you need to do is place those a little bit further out. But let's not focus on the imperfections, let's show what it looks like. So we've got the body of the truck here, lights work. Let's go inside. Inside's a bit plain, just a inside truck view. A slightly different speedometer there. Different engine noises if you can't tell. Let's zoom in a bit. Yeah, different engine noises. Plus the biggest difference is it gives you an extra probe to play with, so different strategic opportunities. Now, if I accelerate, let's see, we need to head north anyway. Excuse me, so we'll go through the woods. Yeah, a much different engine noise than what the yellow truck had. So let me just dodge through here. And one thing to note as well is if you look at this truck side on, it's got a much longer wheelbase than the yellow truck, so the handling will feel slightly different. It'll take some practice to get the drifting perfected. So it's got a longer flatbed part at the back. It's a completely different model truck. So it's not just a reskin or a repaint, it's a completely different model truck. And since it's got the longer bed, I realised, yeah, we can fit 2 probes in there, and then that makes the gameplay far more interesting. So let me stop yammering for a bit and get some situational awareness here. What's happening with the storm? Right. Oh, it's tornadoes going up to our south. Let's turn around then. Ah, okay, this is why I test these things. Okay, interesting. So reverse works on the keyboard, but not with the controller. So that's something I'll definitely get fixed before release. We did save my yeah, I saw Jeff Avonio mention that a few times on the video we just made. So that's definitely going to be an option added in the next update. So the next update is going to make the game DLC compatible and yeah, have the option to disable motion blur. I also think there may have been some issues with the Y-axis inversion, so I need to test that as well. I was making a mental note, reverse doesn't work with the controllers for some reason. I think I need to turn down the engine set volume a bit as well. Yes, we've got something touching down there. I can see the dust cloud. Wait. Oh yeah, I can't reverse. That's going to take a little bit to get used to. But the vegetation interaction works with the truck. So also still got that. One thing we'll note. The windshield rain effects have been disabled. It is possible to make it work with the DLC. However, I'm not happy with how they look. So I want to improve them first and then I'll make them enabled again in the game. Otherwise we're just killing performance for some rain effects which don't even look that good. Tornado's not one to touch down, it's thinking about it. Usually after it cycles once, it comes back a lot bigger. Yeah, we're driving straight at it right now. So I'll check chat in a second. This is very narrow. Oh, 1 second. I think I've got my field, what's my field of view set to? It's set to 100. I usually have it at 70. I thought the road felt a bit narrow. Yeah, controlling it at high speed is a bit difficult. I'm going to have to, I think I need to improve the rear tyre grip a little bit at high speed. See, that was lost it a few times at high speed, even though there is no speed limit on the motorway, so we're doing 140 miles an hour right now. Okay, let's stop bleeding off some speed. Then we need to make the most of our double probes, and I think... Whoa. Yeah, that's why I always play test these things. I never just blindly release something. Does have a tendency to oversteer a bit. Yeah, look how much the back end is out there. Plus with the longer wheelbase and 2 probes in the back, it does change the handling characteristics. But let's think strategically. We don't want tornadoes moving quickly, so I think let's do temperature first. And as you notice, we've got 2 probes here. So we can let's do temperature on both probes and slow it down twice as quickly. I think we'll continue down this way, and we'll take the next right, then we'll be in a good position to deploy. Yeah, but this tornado doesn't want to touch down, does it? So let me try and get caught up with the chat here. Whether it be a tutorial with a scenario editor, I think I may record a video and go into each thing in depth just to explain how to fully use it. I don't think I'll do an interactive tutorial for this scenario editor, at least not anytime soon. Okay, now it's starting to touch down. Now we're getting a tornado. So if I can zoom in a bit, you can see it's even got the rear window. So there's a movie where a person climbs through that little sliding window at the back there. It's even got those. It looks like it's targeting that one town in particular. Let's go south. We got some actual time so you can have a place to sleep. I like having an idea where you could choose to sleep and then it just advanced to 8 AM the next day. I like that. Having hunger and thirst, I think that just gets in the way of the actual fun part of the game, which is chasing tornadoes. One thing, somebody made a suggestion as well to make the bottoms of the funnel darker than the top. I think that'd be good because that's just that tornado is actually quite hard to see against the clouds and rain in the background. Oops, I missed my turn. So I think darkening the funnel, at least at the bottom, might help distinguish it a bit. Oh, it's like driving on an ice rink here. We try and warn that town, so I think go down here and then take the, let's see what's that, so the 1, 2, the third right. I think the engine sound's kind of dominating a bit, so I think they need to change it. You make the engine sound volume quiet. I think I need to add a global volume slider as well to settings, and then fix the reverse because I don't know what's happening with the reverse in here. Now that town's going to get impacted. I don't know, does this warrant an AS alert just for one town? I'm not sure if it does. Oh, I like that. Yeah, one of the problems now is there's not much contrast between the tornado. One thing I noticed in Jeff's video is that the tornado is quite hard to see, which is partly intentional because the tornadoes go through different visibility cycles, so sometimes they'll be rain wrapped heavily, other times not much at all. Oh wow, look, the town's getting shredded. Let me just take a screenshot here. Right, let's see if we can get 2 of our probes. This tornado's been really hard to catch up with. What we just want to do is have it slowed down. Not good when the tornado ETA is 0. Yeah, I definitely need to bump up the, I guess bump down the oversteering characteristic of this. I don't think we can manage to get any chemicals or samples this run. Try my best though. Off-road directly towards it. The truck can take it. Especially if we're getting to the outer bounds. Let's just... I don't have much time to play completely 100% properly, so let's just drive right into it on the outer bounds. Much of a tornado left there. Okay, hopefully we can catch the next one. Let's get back in bounds. Let's just camp out in one of these towns till the next tornado comes around. It won't be long, that tornado's almost gone, then the wall cloud will disappear very quickly, then the parent cell will disappear very quickly, and then we'll have another cell to chase. Excuse me. Got a 900 miles per hour tornado. Yeah, you definitely need to keep an eye on the chemicals. I'm debating whether I should keep them on by default. So notice on Jeff's stream, on Jeff's video, that tornado was really responding to the wind speed chemicals, and he had, I put a comment on, just eyeballing it, I'm guessing like an F8 tornado at least. I think I'm tend to have more character. What I'm going to do is add a variety of houses, and then they're going to randomly spawn in. Plus, I want to add some sort of like sidewalk or something here. Or at least something that goes from the house up to the road. I've also found out I have a nice stop sign. I need to fix that. Look, that little bit of grass overlapping there. I did manually go through and make sure all the grass is under the road for the town tile. But sometimes how it shows in the edit and how it shows in the final build can differ very slightly. Let's just go and see what we can see. But yeah, it'll randomize to each town. The houses will be in the same places, like wherever there's a house, there'll be a house. But what's this room? It's a windowless room. The actual model of house will vary. It's taking its time to rope out, isn't it? Nice view of the red truck from here. Yeah, well, it's quiet. Sorry, let me go and get caught up on the chat. We need to position ourselves around the next storm. Can I make the rain correspond to the visual clouds instead of what you see on the radar? Well, what's up here should correspond somewhat with the radar to a degree. I kind of had to make a design decision of, so since you get a hook echo on the reflectivity radar, I can't show it here, deciding what follows what you see on the radar and what follows where the clouds are. So the particle precipitation follows what you see on radar, but the actual precipitation shafts follow the density of the clouds. Oh yeah, the tailgate's interactable as well. Plus it's actually got a reg plate. I had a choice of different plates. It came with a few different states. I chose Minnesota. Seemed the most fitting for a storm chasing game. Alright, we should be getting our next thing. Right, let's find a good road network. We'll probably want to be facing the other way. Probably want to be heading up this way, so let's get reflectivity on so we can see what's happening. Don't need headlights anymore. Shipped in Oklahoma and Texas, it looks like a truck from a certain movie. Yeah, that's just a complete coincidence. I didn't even realize that at all. Yeah, I've got to keep a distance between the game and real-world brands and designs. I think about, so these are just the ones which came with the truck. So I think if I was going to make anyone that where I've based the game based on how the daylight and everything gets calculated is in Iowa. So I think if anything I'd put Iowa plates on. Oh, well, that's spawned all the way up there, right. Okay, at least we've got a nice long north road coming up. We'll take the next left north as far as it goes. Then hopefully we'll be in a good intercept location at some point. So hopefully it'll touch down while we're making progress up here. Oh, a bit over. Yeah, it's a bit too oversteery. That's a word. Have clear slots which correspond with who geckos. Yeah, I could try making the volumetric clouds match the radar as well, and then that means all the precipitation and everything has one source of truth. I just think it might make the clouds look a bit weird. I could always try it and see what it looks like. Got our wall cloud and a slight tail cloud up there. There's no tornado yet, so we're not missing out on anything. Oh, 110 miles an hour feels slow. When all you're doing is driving straight. Just feels slow. I think we'll get a hook moment here. Let's get velocity on so we know where we need to head towards. Okay, straight ahead. Okay, so we'll take the next left and then we'll be in really close proximity to it. Keep velocity on for now. AI traffic, I did add it for a brief period in the 2023 version, but it was an absolute pain to get set up and it slowed the game down a bit. One thing I can do is, since I've already got procedural generation and placement of things, which direction's that going? Oh, well, that's just going straight east. So since I've got procedural generation, what I can do is randomly spawn in chaser convergence on the side of the road, just have random vehicles parked kind of like at random orientations off the side of the road. Some will be more parked in the road, some will be parked off the road, and it'll be randomized. Just like in real life, people don't seem to realize that stopping in low visibility conditions near a tornado in the middle of a road isn't a good idea, and just sticking your hazards on isn't a good solution for that. There we go, this tornado's coming right down to the ground now. See some power flashes there, so it's already tearing up power lines. Right, let's try and get ahead of it. This road doesn't really let us get ahead of it. We're going to take the next left, and at least try and get as close to it as we can. Haven't had any hunts yet. I'd actually prefer a hunt because it looks like it's heading off the map again. Whoa. Did anyone catch Jeff Fabiano's NASCAR live stream last night? I've never really been interested in NASCAR. Like, not that I've found it boring, it's just not really a thing here. I've never watched it, never read or done anything much about it. It was so fun to watch. I just saw his live, so clicked on it, and after like a couple of minutes I was just roped in. I think this is so much fun. Like, there's a lot of strategy to it as well. It was really satisfying when he'd be like stuck behind someone. Near the end, he was stuck behind someone in like second place, and then he managed to, as they slowed down for the corner, he like accelerated and blazed past them, and it was just so satisfying to watch. We're trying to follow as closely as I can. I want to try and slow them down, because what's its ground speed right now? This is a pretty nicely visible tornado here. What's its ground speed right now? 57 miles an hour. Yeah, you're never going to catch that easily. It's not going to give you much options in terms of chasing, is it, when you're constantly catching up? So I should have them both set to temperature to slow it down. Oh, that's not good. I can hear things breaking. Well, we need to catch up to it. We need to start getting chemicals in there. I need to turn left, right. Let's just let's try and keep it safe. Whoa, see that strobe effect there? Okay, 87. Let's get this thing slowed down. Okay, ground speed minus 20%, that's good. It's down to 30 miles an hour, that does make a good difference. I think we're gonna have to off-road it here. I'll try and go around the woods though. Just outside the wind speed where it needs to be 73 there. It'll start releasing chemicals soon. Next few features I want to look into are stripping like the grass away where the tornado's been, and possibly leaving like cycloidal marks or some texture on the terrain to indicate a tornado's moving through there. Okay, I'm getting a bit close here. 30 miles an hour, shoot. Right. Let's try and get it slowed down a little bit more, because it's responding well to being slowed down. I don't want to make it stronger, because that just makes navigating around it more difficult. But I do want to try and make the tornado slightly bigger. It's only 0.3 of a mile right now. Okay, we've got it right down to 14 miles an hour. Right, what we're going to do is go data. Let's set them both to dew point, because that's what makes them bigger. Notice how much more quickly we're making progress as well with the chemicals. We've got twice as many probes. Right, if we're going to make it wider, we need to make sure we're not in the path. So I think let's head north. If this thing decides to hunt, just got hit by a rolling tree there. If this thing decides to hunt, we're in a really bad spot. But look how much faster progress is with 2 probes. Right, once I get through these woods, I think I'll bridge across there off-road. Hello cows. Just doing a flying visit here. Get the lights on. We've got a dirt road which is going to run parallel. Let's make use of that. Small cows. Yeah, you see it's going through the forest. You can see uprooted trees getting flung over towards us. Haven't done a deployment yet. Slowed down enough though that we can actually get in front of it and attempt a deployment now. So we'll take this next right, and there'll probably be a good deployment opportunity along that road. Yeah, thing's smashing. I don't know what's getting torn up right now. Oh, that drift went pretty well. It looks like it's coming straight along this road. So I think for the sake of it, I'll do a manual deployment. Should we do the Bill Paxton power slide? Oh wait, it's turning. I think we need to go back up this road a little bit. That's weird. Reverse is working now. It wasn't before. Now reverse is working. Okay, I'll have a look into that. It's decided to turn north last minute on us. Right, probe camera. So, yeah, probe 1. So probe 2 is the one further back. Happily fell open for us. So let's place that there. And then since we've got 2 probes and this seems to be wanting to turn north, we can go a little bit further up. And then let's select probe 1 for a quick deploy. So right about here. So now we've got twice as much chance of getting a good intercept there. Wait, path deviance? Ah, I've got the wrong one. It's not dew point, it's pressure. That's the one we want. Let's change it for probe 2 as well. I thought it didn't seem to be getting any bigger. Oh, it's going multi-vortex. I can see the bottom of the funnel lifting. Oh, plus 30%. Wow, that's really responding to funnel size. Right, let's get ourselves a nice safety margin here. Right, what we can do, because now we've got probe camera, you can switch between them. So let's turn this one. Look, it's smooth as butter now. And then you can switch feeds live as well. Second probe. Where's the tornado? I think it might be partially inside it. Wow, that's getting big fast. It's gone from 0.3 miles to 0.8 miles in a few seconds. Tornado glowed like Blackwell. Ah, that's actually really easy. Just the same logic and light emitters I used for the power flashes. Maybe I could do this like a Halloween special event or something, make it glow like a neon green. Yeah, but little things like that are like little like kind of finishing, polish, kind of icing on the cake type of stuff. Yeah, I like that idea, just adding like a weird glow to it. Okay, I don't think the tornado needs to be any wider. I think we can probably speed it up again now. Temperature, and then we need to reverse the polarization on that, and then go to probe 1, and temperature, and reverse the polarization on that as well, so they're not fighting each other. Wow, look at that. What's the width right now? That's only 0.9 miles. That's not even a mile. That looks huge. Let's try and speed it up a bit because now it's almost crawling. Let's get a good screenshot of the red truck with the tornado in the background. Oh, I just missed the lightning strike there, that's a shame. If I can kind of turn it sideways on as well, so like lift up the tailgate. I'm gonna be faffing on with this, and then there's gonna be like a hunt or something, isn't there? Oh, the tailgate fell open again. That's all right. Might as well get a VHS effect on there as well. I'm at it for the nostalgia. Live saved, I didn't even warn anyone. even doing anything anymore. Oh yeah, they still are. We're increasing ground speed again. Oh, maybe not that much though. I think it's time to disable chemicals. Let's just collect as much data as we can on both probes. Oh, I barely see that. It's so dusty. Okay, not good. Quick recall. Where do we need to go? We need to turn right here. Right. What's the plan of escape? If I take the next left, I can go really fast. Oh, that's going 83 miles an hour. That is scary. Not an ideal situation to find yourself in. I need this next left. Because it's a nice straight road, and I can just hammer it south. Let's see, is this going to take me past any towns? Because if it is, I'll have to put out an AS alert. Oh yeah, no longer just moves perfectly smooth. If you see it kind of jumping around there, it doesn't move perfectly smoothly towards you anymore. It kind of moves around randomly. Like it's still trying to seek you out even as it moves over the top of you. Right, 83, we're doing 112, so there's a 30 mile an hour speed difference there. Right, I need to start thinking what to do next. Maybe the next right. Might as well do a quick deploy. Select probe 1, quick recall, and quick deploy there. So we've got a double probe setup there. Look at that thing coming for us. Okay, it stopped hunting. Right. I need to get some pictures, so I'm going to do quick recall, probe 2, quick recall. Let's reset the tailgate. I need to get some photos for the DLC page. So we're going to pull that back like that. No, lift up please. There we go. I'm going to hide that. It's getting a little bit close. Put the hood back on so I can see what's happening. Yeah, this isn't gonna cut it. I'm gonna have to really put my foot down. Got trailers flying. Probably gonna see some trees get through it here in a second. But yeah, we'll have to wrap up the stream in a couple of minutes' time. Uh-oh, this road just takes us directly towards the tornado again. I think we can actually escape by moving back the other way. You get to a safe distance to get some more screenshots of the DLC page. Maybe do some close-ups as well, like that. Get the bottom of the tyre. No, that's right. We can move back a little bit. He's got all sorts of stuff flying around the funnel. How big is it now? 1 mile. Turn across the map at 60, 70 miles an hour. Got the tail cloud feeding in there. Got a horizontal vortex popping up. But yeah, I am going to have to wind down the stream now. Let's, oops, wrong one. Let's see how we did in terms of data. So yeah, the data collection's been excellent. Let's analyze data. Hit 250,000, so let's get some upgrades to end the stream on. Radar update frequency, might as well, let's see what that looks like. Reflectivity on, you got the hook there. Velocity, with some range folding going on there as well. Okay, well, I'll have to end the stream now. Thank everybody for watching. The DLC will be available. Like I say, I need to test it, make sure it's perfect before it goes on sale. It's not going to be that expensive. I want to just be like a nice little add-on that people can just add to the game. So yeah, I need to get the steering sorted out, figure out what's going on with the reverse there, make the engine sound a little bit quieter, and just adjust the overall control of it. I'll keep updates on the Discord server, so if you haven't already, join the Discord, it's in the description of the video, and I'll see you all on the next stream. Thank you.